What's going on, guys? Let's jump right into looking through some pocket money and seeing if we find some valuable stuff. So even if you're not into collecting currency, you think it's old, you think it's lame, or you just never even thought about it, you probably like making money, so I show you what to look for in your coins and your banknotes that can be worth more than their face value. So before you spend them, you can go to your local coin shop, you can go to your flea mall with that gold and silver shop, jewelry shop in it, and sell the stuff most likely for more than its face value and make money off your money. So this time, I think I actually put my money like in order. Normally, I'm like a little child and I just jam it in my pocket or wallet, but let's get to it. Series 2021. $10 notes are the first ones that they're going to redesign for anti-counterfeiting, and then also to add some visually impaired tactile functions on there. So we'll see those in the next year or two. Little bit of excess ink from the serial number from the front. Keep an eye out. If it's actually all the way through, bled all the way through, those can sell for a few bucks over face value. $5 note, redesigned in the early 2000s. This one's pretty good condition. These little marks up here are from the counting machine at the bank, so don't get confused by that. Nothing there, though. And 2021 series $5 note. Also good condition overall. Keep an eye out around the depiction of the Lincoln Memorial. Just more intricate detail, especially right here through the clouds around it and where it says "In God We Trust." You can sometimes find some ink smear issues and issues around the lettering that can make it valuable. 2017A. Very large print for all denominations for that series date. Same thing, keep an eye out around those other points. Also major issues. And then, of course, look for fancy serial numbers with patterns. And flip this around. And 2021 series 1s and 2s are not going to be redesigned. They are just, I guess, too abundant, too widely spread for them to really worry about doing an anti-counterfeiting redesign and to deal with kind of like phasing the old ones out of circulation, putting the new ones in. So they're not on the docket for redesign, and nothing to talk about there. 1995 note, getting old. 30 years old. They say $1 notes are really only going to last about 10 to 12 years in circulation, so this guy's gone, over double that. The great thing about these older 1995 $1 notes is there's actually a lot of value in some of them. I mean, of course, with star notes, ones especially out of like Kansas, those had a low print number even more than the fact that they're a replacement note, so those can be really, really valuable. Also, things that are fancy serial numbers on these have a little bit of a heightened value because of the age of the note. So low serial numbers, radar serial numbers, of course, errors like misalignments, ink smears and stuff on these notes are heightened a bit by the age. This one being a bit beat up and of course not having any of that stuff is just going to be a value of $1, but these are great and you don't really see 1995s as much anymore. 2017 series really beat up. You can see that 5 from years before was actually much, much better condition. Nothing jumping out on the front and beat, so it's really hard to tell if it is collectible. 2017 series $1 note also, little shift in the seal. Little bit of a stuck digit on the 7 here. I held on to one of those in a video or two ago that was more collectible. If they're way off, they can be good value, but they got to be really, really stuck up or down, very dramatic to be considered valuable by any means. Beat up $1 note. Condition is terrible. You can see a little bit of wet ink transfer of Washington's coat or maybe some bleed through from the front, but condition is going to kill any collectability of this one since nothing major is standing out. Hey, nice little star note. Little 420 star note. Serial number's kind of neat. Series 2013 B series. So, cool thing to look for with these since this is propped up. This B series 2013 star note could very well be a duplicate. There was a lot of these 2013 B series star notes that were duplicated. So it depends on the serial number of them. I believe with this serial number, it does not fall in the blocks that were duplicated. I think both of those blocks started with zeros. One of the blocks started with 00, the other one started with 10, and they would have been out of the DC or Fort Worth facilities that got duplicated. Now, the cool thing about those, though, is the value is heightened immediately. And of course, it'd be really rare to find the duplicated one. It has happened, I think, about 15 or 20 times, and those sell for thousands of dollars. But just having a duplicated B Series 2013 Star Note makes it worth more than Star Notes are in general. So this one's kind of cool, though. A little bit of a cool serial number. Still from the B Series of 2013. It's nice and beat up, though, so I wish it was better condition. But I love Star Notes. I love that series especially, even if it's not a duplicate. So I'm going to hold on to it. Some nice repetition. 6s on the end, some 8s going on, or, well, sorry, 9s going on, if I can read, some 0s. If we wouldn't have had, if we would have had a little more repetition in there, I would have held on to it. If we would have had just 0s, 6s, 8s, and 9s, I would have held on to it, because that would have been able to have been read upside or right side up and upside down. Those are collectible. But in this case, good old dollar. A little bit more of that wet ink transfer there of Washington's coat. If you can make him out entirely, then those can sell for a little over face value as an error. This one's been wet. You can tell from all the bleeding of the color, so don't get confused by that. Same deal on the back. Hard to tell if anything's collectible. Got a free booger on that one, too. Series 2017A. 1847 would have been nice to have a month and day in the beginning. Made a birthday note. Would have been cool. Nothing going on there. Getting through there. A little bit of markings. Looks like the kind of side of a counter stamp. So usually the bills, when they come in a strap with the paper strap across it, they'll stamp it when they're receiving it, sending it out, whatever, from the bank. And they kind of go through so many of them, they'll get a little crazy with the stamp and miss. So if you actually have like a full stamp on it, I've seen those sell, but in most cases it does not help you. This one's been burnt. Somebody tried to burn this dollar. Not cool, but still worth a buck. Plenty of it is still existing to spend. Let me know what you're coming across in your coin and banknote and collectible searches lately. Love reading about that stuff. Getting down there, last few dollars, all of which look totally destroyed. 2013 Series $1 note. Nothing on the front, nothing on the back. Beat up, hard to tell. Some good repetition in 9s. This 9's printed a little funky. Got a little extra ink there, but not enough to call home about or hold on to. Back of the note, keep an eye out around all the intricate detail points, especially the seals. Last but not least, I can't read, 2009, $1 note. This thing is thinned out from being wet. It's ripped up. It's beat up. Keep an eye out around the incomplete pyramid, the all-seeing eye, and the lettering around it. I've seen a couple of things pop up lately for 2009 series notes for ink smears and issues in that area. What are we holding on to? A little 420 star note. Nice little star note. Little bit of over ink in the serial number there. Condition's not great. It's not a duplicate, but is from the B series of 2013 star notes. I like it. I'm going to keep it. I hold on to all star notes. This one I think is worth a good old mighty $1. So hopefully you've come across some better stuff in your searches lately. Share with me in the comments what that stuff is. Just got an email with some really good pictures of some sweet old Warhammer and Dungeons and Dragons miniatures, pewter miniatures from one of you guys. I really appreciate that. I love that stuff. So keep it coming. I will see you in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.